Hello, my name is Greene, and today I'll be presenting on my individual project based about advertising. So to start with, we're going to be looking at a few newspaper ads and just identifying some different components in each of those. Then we are going to be moving on to a magazine, looking at the different advertising, different types of advertisements in that, and different ways that it's displayed. And then we will be moving into some TV commercials to look at those. So to begin, we are going to be looking at our newspaper advertisements. All of mine were found in a local paper on their online site just because I don't get the actual paper, so the images are included right in there, and we'll be looking over those. So to begin, newspaper advertisement number 1. This is for the Alpena County Plaza Pool. It's a place that I hold near and dear to my heart. I saw this in the paper and it made me smile a little bit. So the objective of this advertisement is to get children and parents to get signed up for swim lessons and pre-register for them. Its target audience is for parents with young children that are interested in having those children sign up for swim lessons and being able to identify like when it's time to put them in. They have a really good site describing like the different ages. It focuses mostly on people in the Alpena area. They have the pricing listed right on the ad. I really like this ad because it's very simple. It's straight to the point. It has no like obnoxious colors or little phrases in there that make it like an uncomfortable ad. It's just a basic one saying that it's time to pre-register for swim lessons. It shows the pricing right in there, so it could be lower, middle, or upper class, just depending on whatever circumstances you're under. The target audience would be able to include parents or single parents, single moms, or married couples. Just anybody with a young child that's looking to sign their child up for swim lessons. Our next ad includes options of puffery. I guess my face is a little bit in the way. We'll move that. So puffery is essentially just any sort of phrase that's saying something's better than it is. So I found this Mr. Rooter Plumbing ad in the Daily Sun newspaper through Mount Pleasant. The ad says, "We offer you good, better, and best options. You can choose what's right for you." Personally, I find those phrases a little bit of puffery because good, better, and best are all objective words. They're not necessarily a set in stone word, the good, better, and best. Each of those options, you can't really have you can have good options, you can't really have a better and a best one. You just need one that fits for you. I think this form of puffery works in this advertisement solely because it's just giving you options and saying that they're not going to always try to sell you the best and best. Well, they'll tell you this is what we can do to fix it. This is the better option. This is the best one, the one you probably should do. Everybody, obviously, in a way, always wants the best for their house and household. So allowing this component in their ad is good to a certain extent, but it is a form of puffery in like a slight way. Our third advertisement, I feel this one personally is a poor advertisement. This is for Young's Appliances. It's a local business in Alpena, Michigan. Once again, this was found in the Alpena News. I feel like this ad is really poorly made. It's very cluttered, very simple. The color palette isn't really there. You're proudly serving your community since 1900, #1 rated for generations. There's no like evidence to back up that statement unless they do have it. But this ad just doesn't really speak to me. If I seen this in a paper, I could see obviously it's an ad and just look right over it. The only imagery they have is their little Young's label right here. It's not really a good form of imagery. It just is their brand. Then again, it does get the point across. So it does say their hours and their contact information. It tells you some of the items that they sell: Young's Appliances, furniture, electronics, and mattresses. But it just doesn't go into any great detail, so I feel like they could do better. So now we're going to look at our magazine. The analysis I did was on this magazine right here. Modern Firearms 2014, Complete Book of Guns and Buyer's Guide. So in this magazine, there are 77 total ads. Ads that take up entire pages, and it breaks it down into quarters and half quarters. It's about 50-50 for all of them for splitting it up. There's more full page ads, but the target audience of this magazine would be mostly towards middle-aged men. They also tend to some components about wanting a safe household and America's best guns and American made, and it's very focused around like middle-aged white men who are strongly believing in the Second Amendment, and also very orientated around the right to bear arms and just hunting and household safety and everything. So now we move into the TV ads. The first ad that I watched was on Home Goods. This ad for Home Goods was very orientated around being a good host for the holidays and allowing each and every person to see how good of a host you can be with items from Home Goods. And it's very focused on men and women, probably upper middle class just because of their price range, just wanting to have a good holiday season and being able to complete that with the Home Goods products. This ad's mostly focused on people in the area around Home Goods. They don't really mention much about their website or anything for ordering online, so it's based on the actual walk-into store procedure. My next television ad is for Match. This ad was really personable. It had a different portrayals of single people and what they were looking for in a dating website, about wanting to find somebody that's personable, wanting to find someone you can laugh with, and how each part of this ad can just directly lead you to the Match website, will be able to directly lead you to the right person. The target audience is single men and women with a want to find somebody to share their life with. It's a a national program. You can use it in different countries, so it's all over. They have you pay for it, so it'd be a middle class. Lower class wouldn't really be looking for love on a dating website that they have to pay for. And each component of it just allows you to personalize it to your own self and what you're looking for, and it gives you like the option to see upfront what people are about and what they want. Our next television ad is for Chick-fil-A, and this is the last part of our presentation. Chick-fil-A was producing an ad based on their peppermint chocolate chip hand-spun milkshake. It had a vast amount of visual images that would attract young children to it. Also, it had a portrayal telling you about different components of this milkshake and telling you why it would be a good option. Each part of this ad was basically just a ploy to get you up and off the couch and get you out to Chick-fil-A to get a snack for your viewing pleasure, basically. Having this ad and its target audiences be little lower to upper middle class, Chick-fil-A is a good family round company, and it allows you to have its absolute best components, and it had a little bit of a rush indicator on there with a limited time with the peppermint chocolate chip hand-spun milkshake, saying it's limited, so there's a little bit of a rush there. It portrays to men, women, children. It has a very vast target audience. It's just trying to get customers to come in and get something new. And that is going to conclude our presentation. I do hope that you enjoyed.